Hey everyone, welcome back to C News. It's your favorite host, Smiley, here to break down one of the most talked about topics in pop culture, royalty, and media bias. You already know when we sit down to talk about the British royal family, there's always some drama, and today, we're diving into how Stephen Colbert has been relentlessly calling out the monarchy for their treatment of Meghan Markle. And let me tell you, Colbert does not hold back. For years, Meghan Markle has been under constant attack by the British press, facing criticism for things as ridiculous as eating avocados while serious scandals involving other royals get brushed under the rug. And guess what? Stephen Colbert sees right through it. He's been using his sharp wit and biting satire to expose the hypocrisy of the royal establishment and their media allies. From comparing Meghan's struggles to those of Princess Diana to calling out the blatant double standards in royal coverage, Colbert has made it clear, the way Meghan was treated was beyond unfair. So in today's video, we're going to break down some of Colbert's best takedowns, analyze why Meghan was targeted so viciously, and talk about what this means for the future of the royal family. We'll explore everything from the avocado gate nonsense to how Colbert brilliantly dismantled the press's obsession with tearing Meghan down while ignoring more serious royal scandals. And of course, I'll be giving you my own take on why I think Colbert is absolutely right in his assessment of this mess. So if you're ready for some truth bombs, some much-needed laughs, and a deep dive into the royal hypocrisy that Stephen Colbert so effortlessly exposes, then sit tight, grab a snack, and let's get into it. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video from C News. Let's go. Stephen Colbert, the acclaimed host of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, has consistently utilized his platform to satirize and critique various societal and political issues. Among his recurring subjects is the British royal family's treatment of Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. Through sharp wit and incisive commentary, Colbert has highlighted perceived double standards and biases within the monarchy and the British media's portrayal of Meghan. Colbert has been a vocal supporter of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, often defending them against relentless attacks from the British press. He draws parallels between Meghan's experiences and those of Princess Diana, underscoring a historical pattern of scrutiny faced by women marrying into the royal family. Colbert's satire emphasizes the absurdity of the criticisms directed at Meghan, suggesting that the royal establishment and media have exhibited biased treatment towards her. In his monologues, Colbert frequently points out the double standards in media coverage of Meghan Markle. For instance, he contrasts the negative press Meghan received for actions that were praised when done by other members of the royal family. This critique extends to the portrayal of Meghan's lifestyle choices, fashion, and even her dietary preferences, which Colbert uses to showcase the triviality and bias in media reporting. Colbert doesn't shy away from addressing more serious controversies within the royal family. Through his satirical lens, he juxtaposes the intense scrutiny Meghan faces over minor issues with the comparatively subdued media reaction to more significant scandals involving other royal members. This approach not only entertains but also prompts viewers to question the fairness and priorities of media coverage. One notable example Colbert satirized is the so-called avocado toast controversy, where Meghan was criticized by the British press for her fondness for avocados, linking it to environmental and ethical issues. Colbert humorously dissected this narrative, highlighting the ridiculousness of attributing global problems to Meghan's breakfast choices, thereby exposing the trivial nature of some criticisms leveled against her. Colbert often draws parallels between Meghan Markle's experiences and those of Princess Diana, noting how both faced intense media scrutiny and challenges within the royal family. By revisiting historical events, Colbert emphasizes a recurring pattern in the treatment of women who marry into the monarchy, urging viewers to reflect on the systemic issues within the royal institution and the media's role in perpetuating them. Through his satire, Colbert critiques the monarchy's responses to various issues, suggesting that their handling of situations involving Meghan lacks empathy and modern understanding. He uses humor to question the relevance and adaptability of royal traditions in contemporary society, encouraging a dialogue about the evolution of long-standing institutions. Colbert's segments on Meghan Markle and the royal family have resonated with audiences, sparking discussions about media bias, racism, and the challenges of upholding traditions in a modern world. His ability to blend humor with critical analysis allows viewers to engage with complex issues in an accessible manner, contributing to a broader conversation about societal values and the role of the media. Stephen Colbert's satire on the British royal family's treatment of Meghan Markle is not just entertaining, it's a necessary critique of the hypocrisy within both the monarchy and the media. The way Meghan has been vilified over trivial matters, while far more serious scandals involving other royals are downplayed or ignored, reveals a deep-rooted bias that needs to be addressed. Colbert's humor may make people laugh, but beneath the jokes is a sobering reality. Meghan was subjected to an unfair level of scrutiny simply because she was different from what the royal institution expected. The contrast between the royal family's reaction to Meghan and its silence on more controversial issues is striking. Colbert's ability to highlight these inconsistencies makes it clear that Meghan was unfairly targeted, and much of the criticism against her was exaggerated or completely fabricated. This isn't just about Meghan, it speaks to the broader issue of how institutions, including the monarchy, react to outsiders who don't conform to traditional expectations. His commentary forces audiences to reconsider the credibility of the narratives they've been fed and to question why the press seemed more outraged about Meghan eating avocados than about Prince Andrew's scandals. I completely agree with Colbert's take. Meghan was mistreated, and the way she was covered by the press was deeply unjust. His satire shines a light on the absurdity of the attacks against her and exposes the biases at play. By making the issue more accessible through humor, he's helping audiences see the truth. Meghan was never the villain she was made out to be. Instead, she was a woman who wanted to love her husband and live her life in peace, something she was ultimately denied by both the royal family and the British press. Stephen Colbert's satirical take on the royal family's treatment of Meghan Markle is more than just comedy, it is an important critique of the hypocrisy and double standards that have defined the media's portrayal of Meghan. His ability to highlight these contradictions with humor allows audiences to see the truth in an accessible way. The fact that Meghan was relentlessly criticized for things that other royals were praised for exposes the deep-seated bias within both the British press and the monarchy itself. Colbert's commentary does more than just entertain, it forces viewers to question the narratives they have been fed about Meghan and her role within the royal family. The way Meghan was treated as part of a long-standing pattern of hostility towards women who do not conform to royal expectations. From Princess Diana to Meghan, we have seen the same tactics used to scrutinize, control, and ultimately push out those who challenge the status quo. Colbert's comparisons between Diana and Meghan are not just accurate, they are a stark reminder that little has changed within the institution. If the royal family had truly learned from Diana's tragic experience, they would have done everything in their power to protect Meghan, rather than allow the press to destroy her reputation. What makes Colbert's approach so powerful is that he does not let the absurdity of Meghan's mistreatment go unnoticed. Whether it's the ridiculous avocado controversy or the press attacking Meghan for simply existing, he shows how the media's obsession with her was driven by bias rather than genuine concerns. He also exposes the hypocrisy of a royal family that remains silent on far more serious matters while allowing a smear campaign against Meghan to thrive. His critique is not just about Meghan, it is about the power of the media to shape public perception and the dangers of unchecked institutional biases. In the end, Colbert's satire serves as a wake-up call. The treatment of Meghan Markle is not just a royal scandal, it is a reflection of larger societal issues, from racism and sexism to media manipulation and the preservation of outdated power structures. By calling out these injustices with humor, Colbert encourages his audience to think critically about the information they consume and the institutions they support. His defense of Meghan is not just an act of solidarity, it is a much-needed challenge to a system that has long operated without accountability.